Welcome everyone, time to review our second test here with the actual grapes. As you can see, here's the containers. Now let's go in and look at actually what's happened here. It's always difficult on film to really pass on the exact happenings of what's going on here. This is the actual control. Nothing's been done to this, or it hasn't been exposed. The other one that's been exposed is to the actual tachyon energy is this. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's absolutely no difference, just like the other original sprouting test. There seems to be no energetic change whatsoever. Now, what I'm going to do to give these a little more help, and it seems to me that the proper way to do this is actually to put the grapes on top of the disc to give it the full antenna effect. So we'll leave it like this for the remainder of the time, instead of just having energies to a certain extent be projected. We don't know what the actual stream of energy projection is when we position something like that. When it was done in the original test, they used a logo type thing, more of an advertising instead of a real test. Their discs were a little bigger, but none of that should matter. Either this works or it doesn't. And while we try and help in every single step, and we're going to help as we've done right now with the actual placing the grapes on the actual tachyon cell, we're certainly not going to surround this with hundreds and hundreds of dollars of tachyon cells to see if it can have some sort of effect. It either has effect or not. And as of this point, as we saw with the broccoli sprouts, there was no effect. And we're getting the exact same situation here. The grapes look identical. Let's see if I can get a little closer here. Now that's the tachyons. Here's the controlled. So my conclusion right at this point is that they are identical. There has been absolutely no additional effects in a positive or otherwise nature from the tachyons. Now we'll come back in a week or two, and as we get into more decay here, to see if there is any great difference. There certainly was quite a bit in that actual picture represented by the company, but here again we need to check results. This is very simple. Does it have any effects whatsoever? And at this point with the two tests, we are getting no positive effects, and these aren't 5-cent items. So the whole idea is that, is it worth it? Well, a lot of tests still need to be done, but we'll see what happens here ultimately now that we've changed things slightly in the test procedure. And we will check back again in about 10 days or so.